Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And what I've got you today, I'm going to start this antidote of the propaganda BS, full on gaslight that you are getting from the Democrats, the media, social media around Kamala Harris, and how she's the second coming of sliced Wonder Bread, because people actually are standing up, and there's actually some interesting things that are coming out to counter that narrative from the Trump campaign, from media watchdogs, so to speak, and also just reality. Everything that I'm about to show you, please send out, because this is how you counter this insane propaganda. Of course, everything will be linked in the description box below. I can't wait to hear from you guys. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on if you want to dispel this propaganda and spread our 2A and other rights across the amazing country and to the next generation. And with that said, this content is brought to you by an innovation. It's called Caliky. Caliky, this little piece, the engine, this turns an everyday AR into a bolt gun. Now, that's amazing applications for like shooting, like practical target shooting, first time shooting, hunting in some states. This is something that is an innovation that has the ability to open up all sorts of possibilities, and the limit is literally your imagination. Now, the other cool thing about Caliky is the very funding from this product actually funds the Second Amendment Foundation to get rid of the need for this product through litigation and fighting for our rights. So thank you to them for that innovation. And now, beautiful people, I've got to show you, oh my God, the propaganda counter. This is the antidote. This is how you do it right here. Let me put everything up, something real quick. Let me throw some propaganda that I made for you guys in. There we go. And now we are ready. We are looking good. Understand, as we go into this, on the 2A side and on the 2A politics, we have to blend general politics together in order to set ourselves up for more success later on. We cannot just ignore what's happening and then be either upset or happy about the outcomes. We have to be involved the whole way through. Okay? So that's what I'm doing this for. Now, this is an interesting piece. Inflation, immigration rank among the top U.S. concerns. Now, these are the issues for the voters for 2024. Now, you have heard a lot of talk about how Kamala Harris wasn't even involved in the border. She's never even seen the border. She doesn't even know what the border looks like. Yeah, we're going to cover that in a second. And then also the economy. All right, so the first thing that I want to hit on, let me get this out of here, because this is kind of where it starts off. That's where the voters' concerns are, which is why you're seeing the propaganda from the media and the Democrats. Let me get you this first one. And this is the reason that we are fighting so hard from the 2A into the politics general right now. Watch this.
We who believe that every person in our nation who should have the freedom to live safe from the terror of gun violence will finally pass red flag laws, universal background checks, and an assault weapons ban.
All right. So we've established our bona fides and our interest in covering this because we need to stop that from happening, quite obviously. But now let me get you to something else. This next one, this is about the borders are thing. Remember how I just showed you the voters' main concerns is the border, one of the immigration. That's one of the big ranking top concerns. It's been the same one. Ranking on the top will be immigration, inflation, and economy. Okay. This is what the media has been telling you, but look at reality. Please share this out, because this is the stuff. This is how you counter this insane propaganda. Check this out.
Quote unquote border czar. Vice President Harris was not a border czar. Meantime, Vice President and border czar Kamala Harris facing some backlash.
What he said about Harris and immigration was not true. She was never appointed border czar.
And this will be her first visit to the U.S.-Mexico border region since she was appointed as the border czar by President Biden.
People are going to have to counter the misinformation. You already hear folks talking about the border czar. She wasn't the border czar. President Biden tapped Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, to be the border czar.
If she wasn't the border czar, that's what Republicans labeled her.
They were very critical of Kamala Harris, especially in her role as border czar. Now what she's up against is folks lying about her border record, calling her the border czar.
Kamala Harris, who was appointed as the border czar.
The Biden team didn't declare her the border czar. They wanted her to work on kind of the root causes of immigration. There's been so much criticism against Kamala Harris. You know, she was the border czar.
Calling her sort of the border czar, which wasn't necessarily the case.
So the border, if they weren't planning to address it in a major way, do not make her your border czar. She met with some of the Northern Triangle countries, but nothing has effectively changed.
Well, that's how you counter the narratives, because we have these things called cameras. So the media is going out there for Kamala Harris to all of a sudden be this amazing paragon of genius. She never even saw the border. She didn't touch the border. She doesn't even know what a border is. It's insane. She wouldn't even be involved in the border. That's awkward. They're proved wrong by their own clips. The propaganda and the lying to you is one of the reasons that I cover this stuff, because you need a centralized source where you can send these videos out and go, no, guys, no, it's actually real life right here. This is absolute insanity. Okay, so far we've covered the reason we're doing it for the gun control push. Obviously, she's going to do because it's becoming a mainstay of her campaign. Wait till later videos today. I'm going to hit that. Then we're talking about the abject erasing of history in real time from the media being countered with their own words. And also inflation, immigration, and economy is the main reasons for this, or main focal points of this election for voters. This last one I'm going to show you, this is what's being done about it from the Trump side, okay? This is a Trump campaign ad that is airing in, I believe, Pennsylvania and some other swing states, but I want to show this to you. And remember those main points: immigration, inflation, economy, okay? This is all the polling you're seeing with Kamala Harris and how she's doing everything, blah, 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 blah. It's before anything hits the ground, before any attack ads like this one. Check this out.
She covered up Joe's obvious mental decline. President is in good shape, in good health, tireless, vibrant, and I have no doubt about the strength of the work that we have done. But Kamala knew Joe couldn't do the job, so she did it. Look what she got done. A border invasion, runaway inflation, the American dream, dead. They created this mess. They know Kamala owns this failed record.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what you're going to see. Let me get excuse me, let me get back to the main screen here. So the reason I'm doing this video is I want to dispel some stuff. I want to give you some fresh ammunition to spread out. And also, I just want to show you what's actually going to start happening. The honeymoon sugar high rush of the Kamala Harris introduction is going to be tempered and weighed down by campaigns just like that. You have to understand that as this thing gets going, as everything starts to hit the ground, reality is going to be distorted, and the propaganda that you're going to see is exactly what I just showed you, and we're going to be here to counter it every single day. This content is meant to give you something to share to anybody, to basically say, hey, look, they're lying to your face, and it affects your gun rights, it affects your rights, it affects your border, it affects your inflation, it affects your economy. Everything that we're going to be doing is about our in-goal freedoms and in-goal country that we are trying to preserve. And that's what I've got for you. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.